In today's video, we spend a day with an extraordinary individual whose inspiring journey has taken him from the humble council estate to becoming the proud owner of multiple housing estates. With an astounding portfolio of over £75 million in house listings, he stands as a testament to the power of perseverance and determination. Far from being your everyday millionaire, this exceptional man has defied the odds and transformed his life in remarkable ways. Today, we have the privilege of delving into the story of Mr. Hamilton, property investor and developer. Welcome to the Day in the Life with producer UJ. So your opinion on crypto, is that the same opinion you have on Forex?
Yes. I know some very big Forex traders and they don't trade. And they said to me, very big guys, their words to me was, don't get involved in Forex.
Oh my.
We make money from selling the courses.
Please, you got to say that again.
Yeah, and these are big guys in the industry in the UK.
Some Forex traders came to you. They don't even trade. They just told you, we make money off
I know them personally. So I was like, are you really making any money from Forex? And they was like, no, not a penny. We make our money from courses. Don't get involved, Steve. Don't put your money into it. It's not an industry where, you know,
wow.
There's a lot of bad press, isn't there?
Yeah, a lot
of bad
So would
press.
you say those people pushing, Forex to be how you can make money, etc., are pushing a bad narrative?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah.
That's what I believe.
Yeah.
You show me a handful of people who are successful and then show me all the people that are unsuccessful.
Yeah.
And it's worlds apart again, just like crypto.
Wow. Like just being with you now, I have a billion different questions, so you have to forgive me.
You keep asking.
I'm going to continue. So obviously, I'm not sure if you're familiar with a popular influencer and creative director for the brand Pretty Little Things, Molly May.
Yes.
Yes. So Molly May, obviously the partner to Tommy Fury, said a very controversial statement that went all over the world, and she said that we all have the same 24 hours in a day. And she was motivating people, obviously, to work etc., saying we all have the same 24 hours a day. And she got heavily attacked for that statement.
Yeah.
I want to ask, what's your opinion on that exact same statement?
I think Molly May got attacked because she was saying we all have the same 24 hours, and then every single person jumped on her because everybody wants controversy and everybody wants to put negativity, saying you've got money, you can, nannies, cooks, chef, cleaners, gym, personal trainers. I don't know what the narrative of what she has is.
Yeah.
But everybody does have the same 24 hours. Now, a lot of people, I know what you're talking about there because I did read a lot of the comments.
Okay.
And a lot of people was like, I have 2 children.
Yeah.
So I don't have the same 24 hours as you. You chose to have 2 children. You chose that part of your life. Yeah. So your hours now are restricted. We all have the same 24 hours, but it's our choices that dictate what we do with them 24 hours. So I understood her point of view.
Of course.
And I understood all the negative points of view. But at the end of the day, we all do have the same 24 hours.
Yeah, the reality is still the same.
Yes.
So on a day-to-day, what would you actually be doing?
It's basically content for social media.
Okay.
And then I have a meeting with my team. And I just want to know what's going on in all of the areas of my businesses because I have obviously multiple different areas. Yeah. So I just want updates on everything that's going on. And that's it really. I just need to know what's going on.
So you kind of operate from a macro perspective and not type of micromanaging?
No, I don't micromanage. I did, not anymore. I like an overview, and I have every part of my businesses have somebody who is in charge of that.
Okay.
And then
who is the person that's in charge of that in your company?
There's a few.
Wow, that's incredible.
1 second.
No problem.
Hey, beautiful.
Hey, Hans, you okay?
Yes, you are on loudspeaker with a bunch of people you've never met in your life in the car. So keep it PG, darling.
So without further ado, I want to get into this. How did you get this rich? That's a question that I ask everyone that I interview. How did you get this rich? I want to know how much money did you start with? How did you get into the business world? What motivated you? So how did you get this rich?
Okay, so I don't know how rich you think I am. And yeah, so rich is, based on levels. There are levels to wealth.
I know, but I've done my research and I know that you have over £23 million worth of listing over that.
Yeah.
So
that's one of our agents. Yeah, that's one of our estate agents. We do have a lot of listings, and yes, we do exceptionally well. And I started basically from a council estate in Birmingham. Born to single parents. My mum, she's not with us anymore, but if she was, she would be extremely proud.
Amen.
So we grew up with no money.
Yeah.
Struggled. Mum was on benefits. She never worked. And yeah, I started with nothing.
Wow.
Literally zero.
Wow.
There's no crazy story.
Yeah.
I didn't sell Lucasade at school. I didn't take sweets and sell sweets. I didn't do any of that kind of stuff that you hear all these entrepreneurs did. I think a lot of it is made up.
Yeah.
You know, I was the kid at school that sold chocolates and made 50 quid a week. You know, there is a handful of people who did that, but the story's, you know, exaggerated for social media.
Yeah.
So I basically grew up, no money, didn't know what I wanted to do. Started from zero. I left school at 15 years old.
Wow.
I was always clever at school.
Yeah.
I knew my stuff. I wasn't like illiterate or anything like that because I just wasn't. But then it took me all the way up until I was about 23 when my mom passed away to realise I need to do something and I need to do something different because if I carry on doing what I'm doing, I'm just going to be getting the same results.
Yeah.
So I just...
So what exactly motivated you? You know, you've spoken about how you grew up in a council estate. You started from zero to where you are now. So what was that fire under your feet? What exactly pushed you to the point where you say something needs to change?
Money.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, money. Like, if you know me and you're around me, you know I am all about money. Everything I do is money-based.
Okay.
I believe life is numbers. I look at life as numbers.
All right.
I don't look at life like other people. So everything we do, from the second we wake up to the second we go to sleep, and while we're sleeping, there's a cost. So while you're sleeping, you've got a mortgage to pay.
That's true.
While you're sleeping, the world's turning and there's bills, your electric, your gas, everything. Yeah. And then when you wake up in the morning, when you eat, that costs. Traveling to work costs. Being at work, yes, you get paid, but there's still a cost because you eat lunch, you take drinks and stuff like that. You use your phone, which costs. So I base my whole world on numbers. And when I was growing up, I was just like, when I got to a certain age, like, I need money. So when I used to see people in, you know, really nice cars, I was fascinated. I used to look and go, what are they doing to get that car?
So you never felt envy or jealousy?
No, I'm the most unenvious person of anybody. Wow. So when anybody gets anything around me, I'm the first person to congratulate. I'm shouting from the rooftops. Don't care what it is you've got, your first car, you bought your first Ferrari or you bought your first Vauxhall Corsa. I am the guy that cheers all the time. But only for the people that are around me.
Of course.
Because obviously outside people, I don't know what their circumstances are, but my people, I'm #1 fan.
Wow. I love how you say that's the money motivated you, because we have to be true and practical that life revolves around money. You know, your everyday choices are based on money. So I want to ask a very controversial question to you. Do you think money creates happiness? Do you think? Oh, wow.
110%.
That's a very controversial statement.
Yeah, it is a very controversial statement. And a lot of people who have no money will say that's a lot of bollocks. Oof. But when you've got money, life is easier.
Okay.
Money can buy you happiness.
Wow.
It genuinely can. But it's up to the mindset of you to maintain that happiness whilst you have the money.
Yeah.
Let's be completely honest. Every single person in the world, if I went and gave £1 million to today, they'd be happy instantly.
I'm telling you, you can test it on me.
But it's true.
Yeah.
So money does buy happiness. And, you know, rich people will always say, you know, money doesn't buy you happiness. Well, give all your money away, let's see. not one of them want to give that money away.
That's true. Very, very true statement. Like you're saying, give all your money away. Let's see.
Yeah, because you never see a poor person say that money can't buy you happiness. It's always rich people, you know, preaching, this and that, you know, I've got all the money in the world and I'll be happy if I didn't have it. Give it away then.
So why do you think rich people push that narrative?
Because it is very difficult to have a happier life when you have money if you're around certain people. Okay. But if you just maintain on yourself and your family, happiness is there. It's all the external factors that come with money, businesses, just a multitude of people around you can make you unhappy. Oh, wow. So that's what it is.
So with yourself, you've made sure your circle are filled with the correct type of people.
Yeah, I'm very funny about who I have around me. I don't show it as much, but my team are like my family. Yeah. So that's my little world. Yeah. Everything else is just acquaintances. Yeah. But them 8, 9 people there, that's my world.
Wow. Thank you so much, Mr.
You're welcome.
Hamilton. Thank you. Okay, let's get to it.
Listen, he pretended like he had to stay. He stayed for an extra few days. Guys, these are the lads.
Nice to
this
meet
is
you.
This is my team.
Yeah,
He's just come back from Barbados.
Oh, beautiful. You need
Yes.
to take me.
Yeah, so this was a property I bought, and it literally was just to here. So it was this side of the house.
Oh.
So this is brand new.
So this you extended this?
Double story extension there. So yeah, so that's a double story.
Okay.
And then this is a new extension as well.
Wow. So
see-
how much roughly are you spending on this project?
So I bought the house for around $250,000.
Okay.
I'm going to spend about 150,000 on it, maybe
Okay.
160. End value will be anything from 550 to 700,000.
Wow.
So, but yeah, this is a really, really cool house.
It's crazy. You can already see how it's gonna look.
Yeah, it looks really cool. I've like literally doubled the square footage of this house.
I know you've added another extension, extension.
So if you look at the back,
Yep.
the view of it is actually pretty cool, and the roof that we've put on top.
Oh wow. This is huge.
So that was the existing house where the old brick is.
Yeah. Okay,
And then obviously this extension here and the double story on the side is the new square footage that we've added.
Oh wow. So
So,
how
yeah.
do you tell if a property is the right one for you to?
It's all about comparables.
Okay.
So you need to look at what's in the area, what's sold, what's the highest price it's ever sold, because you can overdevelop.
Yeah.
So you need to make sure you understand it. That's where the education side of it comes in.
Okay. Wow.
So, but this is about 10 weeks from completion, 8 weeks.
Oh wow. So okay, that's crazy.
Yeah, but it's a cool one. This is.
Very.
Okay. So we had this put in this just before he went to Barbados.
Okay.
And I think, yeah, I know, and I will keep mentioning it. And the roofer actually broke his arm, didn't he, or something?
Huh?
Yeah, he got himself on there. None of our own fault,
Okay.
but it happened. But Craig is, he's got what, 4 properties on for us at the moment.
Oh wow.
Big properties as well.
Wow.
These 3, especially around here, are big, and then he's got one in Birmingham a bit further out. That's back to brick as well. And then hopefully you're taking the Paget as well, aren't you?
Yeah.
Hopefully. So 5 big projects, and I think it'll
Yeah.
equate to around 800,000.
Wow. How does someone get into the industry? You know, I have no capital, I have no money. How am I supposed to get into the property industry?
There's entry levels.
Okay.
Just like everything in the world, there is an entry level into this world.
Okay.
And the entry level into this world is through deal sourcing,
All right.
which
all
is where
right.
you find properties
Yeah.
for investors, you marry them up and you charge a fee. That will eventually lead into you project managing, where someone says, well, you found me that property.
Yeah.
Now, can you help me develop it to make the profit you've told me I can make?
Yeah.
Will you project manage it? So then all of a sudden now you've got an investor who you've never met, or you might have met them because I don't know how you're going to do your deal sourcing, who you've project managed the property for and they've seen that you can do it. Then all of a sudden they'll be like, you know what? How about I buy, you project manage, you find, and then we split the money
Yeah.
on the profit. And it goes through stages. It goes through, the property world goes through stages. Doors open as you start showing people what you can do.
Oh wow.
So this is, if you go upstairs, I'll show you upstairs
Okay.
because that's the cleanest place to go. And then if you go to your right and pick any room on your right,
Okay. Start with the first one.
these are called self-contained units.
All right.
So this is a room this is like a HMO.
Yeah. Okay.
So you have your kitchen,
Yeah.
so you have your oven and your hob and your sink in. And then in here, you have your shower, your toilet, and your sink.
Wow.
And these are called self-contained units.
Okay.
So this rents out for about £500 a month. So there's 6 in this building. So this building earns me potentially £3,000 a month.
Sheesh.
All of my properties are done to an exceptional standard. You can see this is not cheap.
Yeah. Not at all.
There's no shortcuts, there's no corners cut.
Yeah.
Because doesn't matter what level of people who are moving in, everyone deserves to have clean quality.
Yeah.
And I base everything that I do on quality.
Okay.
I don't cut any corners.
Yeah.
I could have put a cheap kitchen in.
Very true.
I could have put cheap flooring. I could have not plastered the walls and just painted them. I could have put cheap skirting.
Yeah.
Everything I use is to a very good standard.
Wow.
And I base everything on it.
That's incredible. I need to ask you, and this is one very, very important question, and we get this question a lot, but specifically I want to ask you, the way that you talk, it's like, you know, you've been mentored. So I want to know, what's your opinion on having a mentor, and have you ever had a mentor?
No, so I've never had a mentor. I've had people around me who I've been able to ask questions.
Okay.
But I would have loved a mentor, because I think it's probably the most important thing anybody can have. Wow. Because there's days where I don't know the answer.
Yeah.
There's days where I want to speak to somebody. I've got my Isabella and we speak about everything, but sometimes there's conversations that we both don't know the answers to.
Yeah.
And we've got to figure it out, and we always do figure it out, but it would just be amazing to have someone on the sideline who I can just call up and go, what do I do?
And before I get into some of the questions that I've got from, of course, the hundreds of thousands of subscribers and viewers of my channel, I want to ask, I know that, as you just said, you're Isabella, you know, you've mentioned her a lot in your videos, on your social media. How does someone find an Isabella just like you did?
Look.
Yeah.
The God was looking down on me and just sent me an angel.
Wow.
She's incredible.
Amen.
She's the most amazing human being.
Wow.
There is no way you would be sitting here
Yeah.
if I wasn't with Isabella.
Wow, that's beautiful.
So without her, this doesn't happen.
That's beautiful.
We are partners 50-50. Everything you see,
Yeah.
you see me on social media, because
Yeah.
she's very private.
Yeah.
But it was both of us that got us right here today.
I love that, and thank you so much for being truthful with us as well, because I've seen many people in your position and they never give, you know, the credit to their partner. So to see yourself being so full on about it, to say this is 50-50 with my Isabella, is something beautiful. Mm-hmm. And I do pray that the viewers here do also get their own Isabella.
Yeah,
as well.
you've got to pick the right partner.
Yeah.
Your partner makes your life.
And how did you pick the right partner?
We stumbled across each other through, I knew certain members of her family, like her dad and stuff.
Yeah.
And we randomly just met each other. And I mean randomly. It was just a random thing.
Yeah.
And I just knew that, you know, when we got together eventually, this was the best thing that ever happened to me in my entire life.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi, I love you.
Okay, I love you.
Bye-bye. So,
Yeah.
this is another one.
Okay.
Another one of my developments. This is a really cool one.
Yeah.
So,
This one right here?
yeah, this is really cool. This one is.
Wow. Look at that. Everywhere. That's dope.
Yeah, branding is key.
It's key.
Yes, branding
That
is
is
key.
crazy.
Is that safe? I jump on that?
Yeah, I've built a makeshift ramp to get it all in.
So this is another one.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, I love this.
Yes. So this is a big one. This is. I paid I want to say 170,000 for the house.
Okay.
I'm going to spend about 160 on it. Mm-hmm. I'll probably get about 450 plus, 400, 450.
Okay.
So.
And profit?
Anything from 70 to 150,000.
Okay. So you're not too big on making a huge...
No, because you've been to 2 of my properties in the last 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And I can make, £250,000 from 2. So you imagine if I do, 40 or 50 at the same time?
Yeah, exactly what's made, exactly.
So yeah.
Wow.
It's pretty cool.
It's incredible.
It's pretty cool. Any questions? Anything you want to know?
How did you buy your first property?
I saved money from going to work for 2 years and bought something stupid, like very cheap. Yeah. But I thought I was amazing because I'd bought a property. Okay. But I did it all wrong. Like, I didn't understand that you should never, ever, ever tie all your money up in an asset that gives you £600 a month. Yeah. Because you're never going to grow.
Wow.
So you should have sold them and kept building up your pots. Yeah. So then when you hit a certain amount of money, you can keep one and sell one, but you still have money to go on to another one. I just bought something and had no money left. So the first 3 years was stupid. I bought one, kept it, bought another one, kept it. Dumb. Dumbest thing I ever did.
Wow.
So, to give you guys an example of how this world works, this here is costing me a lot of money, okay?
All right.
See how this one, it's costing me a lot of money. I didn't have to do this. But the reason I have to do this is because you see this guy who lives in this house.
Yeah.
He built this. See this extra? He built it, but you can't see now. But there's no foundations next door. So because he built it with no foundations, it's affected me, and I have to make sure that's all reinforced now to build my thing at a cost to me, even though he did it incorrectly. But it doesn't affect him. He doesn't have to pay. Because he's had it for 3 years, and it's called the eggshell principle. So it means that they can't force him to knock it down now because it's been up for 3 years. So it's cost me extra money.
Wow. And you only find out after you buy the property?
Yeah, because you can't dig down when you don't own the property. You don't know what the f***'s going on. So obviously now that's an extra X amount of money.
Crazy.
So, boys, I'll see you all next week.
We've just left Mr. Hamilton's property, and what I can really say is this guy is the real deal. It's very inspiring to see someone that came from a council estate to owning people's council estates and to owning all these different properties. We've seen his developments, we've seen his refurbishments, and it's absolutely amazing to see what has taken place in the time span of 9 to 5 years. It's absolutely amazing. So right now, we're off to lunch with Mr. Hamilton. We're gonna catch a quick munch and we'll be right back. Let's go. Mr. Hamilton graciously invited myself to have dinner with him and his team at Birmingham's most prestigious restaurant, Fumo. On my channel, I always rate the foods. So I'm gonna start with the strawberry virgin mojito, which means non-alcoholic, by the way. 0.2.
I'm backing him on that. I'm backing him on that. Too much mint.
Yeah.
Too much mint.
And then obviously the lamb cutlets, I think it was called.
Yep.
I'm gonna rate that a -4.
Ooh,
the
that
pizza
is harsh.
has to be, okay, I'm gonna be positive here, a 1. And that would be my review of Fumo. I'm just joking, definitely the lamb cutlets was 10 out of 10.
Oh, really? 10?
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
Okay.
10 out of 10. And of course, the pizza was also very good. For margarita pizza, strong 8.7. Yeah, mojito was 0.2.
Yeah. So the mojito, I'm backing him on 0.2. There was too much mint.
Yeah.
It just wasn't strawberry enough.
They needed to make it sweet.
Needed more syrup.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's what a mojito needs.
My pizza, without tomato, was a good 9 out of 10. My spaghetti bolognese was a 4. And the garlic bread was a 5.
Yeah.
And that is our breakdown of Fumo.
For those that want to step out of mediocrity, we arrived at his state-of-the-art podcast studio, and with open arms, he welcomed us into his inner circle. So this is closing to my last questions, but as I've been watching your videos, doing my research on you, I do see quite a few of comparisons with yourself and Samuel Leeds. I want to know. Yes. What's your take on Samuel Leeds, and what do you think about the comparisons?
Samuel Leeds is genuinely a guy that's doing big numbers.
Mm-hmm.
He's not somebody who's in my industry.
Okay.
I'm a property developer.
Yeah.
And he does great things in what he does.
Yeah.
We're not the same.
Yeah.
And you can't compare me to Samuel Leeds.
Yeah.
So
you don't like the comparisons?
No, don't like we're not in the same.
Yeah,
that's like comparing that with me and Samuel Leeds. It's like comparing Ronaldo with someone who does something else, but not in the same thing.
Yeah.
He doesn't do what I do.
Yeah.
So we can't compare. He does great things in whatever he does.
Yeah.
And he's super successful in whatever he does.
Yeah.
He doesn't do what I do.
I get
so
you.
you can't compare me to Samuel Leeds. I am not the same as anybody.
Yeah. Because
I actually do what I say I'm going to do. So you can't compare me to anybody. There's no one who's on my level.
I love that.
And that is confidence.
Yes.
That's not an arrogance or a cocky side of me.
Yeah.
I am 1 in a billion.
I like that.
You can't compare me to anybody.
I like that. I want to know, one of my last questions, my actual second to last, is someone my age at the age of 19, our biggest demographic on this YouTube channel, I believe, is actually from the ages of 18 to 24 years old. So you can imagine that my viewers here are very, very hungry. And of course, them watching a video like this, they want to be like you. And there's no doubt in my mind this video will surpass 50,000 views, 100,000 views. What does someone watching this video at my age do to be in your position?
Okay. This is a rant.
Okay.
Okay. First thing that you need to do
Yeah.
is get rid of any dead weight.
All right.
So
Dead
any-
weight meaning?
Family, friends,
Okay.
anybody who's negative, anybody. So if you come to me today, Steve, I want to start a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And I want to interview super successful people and I want to put it out to the world. And I say to you, oh, what do you want to do that for? They need to go. Even that one comment, they need to go. Because you need people who actually say, that's going to be amazing. How are you going to do it? Can I help? Do you need help? Or what's your plan? Tell me what your plan is. Keep them. Get rid of all the dead weight.
Remove dead weight.
But you've got to do that immediately in life.
Oh, wow.
And that goes with family as well.
So how do you do that? You're connected to your family.
I did it. So I'm living proof. I cut all my family out.
And how did that affect your relationship with them?
Yeah, I don't speak to any of them.
Oh,
I haven't spoken to my sister for 6 years.
Wow.
6 years of my life. She got 2 children. I haven't seen any of her children for 6 years. It's a choice I decided to make.
Wow.
And that's when I became super successful. Not from that one.
Yes, of course.
But from lots.
Many others.
So I literally just cut my whole ties with anybody.
Yeah.
And I just focus on that. So that's the first thing.
Okay, first thing.
Dead weight.
Dead weight, yeah.
Secondly, don't have any hate or envy in your heart. Because as soon as you have hate and envy, you bring negativity around you. Your aura is negative.
Yeah.
So you'll never, ever be able to achieve great things if you have negativity around you. So that's another thing. You've got to make sure that you are clean-hearted.
Yeah.
And you want everybody to succeed who you want them to succeed.
Yeah.
And you've got to make sure you don't look at other people and go, oh, I'm jealous of their success. You don't have to like them.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not saying, oh, just because they're successful, you have to like them, but you have to appreciate what they've done to be successful.
Yeah.
Okay. And then thirdly, probably the one thing that you're doing amazingly well at, you need to surround yourself with the people who are doing what you want to do.
Yes, sir.
Because even a conversation for 10 minutes can change the thought process that you had previously that will put you on a new path to success.
Yeah.
So getting around successful people all the time, and I mean all the time, is key.
Wow. Thank you so much. So those 2 fundamental rules, remove dead weight and being around successful people.
100%, yeah.
Wow. Thank you so much. And I learned a lot myself, and I'm so privileged to be here. And I hope that the millions of viewers watching home also learn something as well. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Appreciate it.
Awesome day.
Thank you.
And I've got one more last question for you. I know I asked a lot of questions, but this is the last one. What's next?
100 million. World domination.
World domination.
Yes.
Thank you so much, sir. And listen, if you guys want Mr. Hamilton to give me a Lamborghini, get this video to 50 likes. 50 likes?
50. 25,000 and we will do it again in Dubai.
Let's do it, guys. See you guys.